Well, howdy, how do you do, and all the rest of it. I have got a headache. I have got a headache. I have got a headache. Yes, I have. Oh, man. At the moment, I'm up here at Canoe and Bagel, waiting for a load, because I haven't got one yet. I have done one earlier. It'll be my second one. But, I don't really want to be dicking about if it's going to be like this for another one, to be fair. So, yeah, not impressed at all. Fucking hell, man. You know when it just won't leave. It just keeps coming, this fucking boom, boom, pound, ache. Ugh. Ah well, never mind. Such is. Ooh. There was something I was going to tell you like yesterday and I completely forgot, you know. I fucking completely forgot about it. I have no idea what it was. I can't remember. It was somewhat interesting. At least I think it was. You know what I mean? It could have been. I don't know. We'll soon find out. Let me just check something.
Hello, Barry the Bear. Honestly, doesn't care who sees what.
No, it's not what I thought. Oh dear. No, I can't. Honestly, I can't. I'm sorry, but I just can't. I can't remember. Honestly, it's this headache. It's doing me head in. It really is. I've had it now for the better part of fucking 3 days. It's doing me fucking Swede. Oh, it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. I know that there was me car went for an MOT on Saturday, right? I'm going to repeat. If I've already told you, it's tough shit. I'm just going to have to repeat it because I honestly can't remember what the fuck it was. But my car went for an MOT on Saturday. Obviously I tweeted it that I was up there and whatever, all that crap. And when the guy was in there, he was MOTing. He was underneath the back of the car and he was checking the back brakes, and he was doing this. Nice, he's waving at me. He's doing this. I'm like. Because I got the sun glaring on the window that I was looking through, so I wasn't really paying attention over there until it sort of like caught my eye, this moving object. So then I walked around because he wanted to show me something. He says, "Come and have a look at this." And he went, the back brake caliper. He went. I went, "What the fuck?" I says, "Oh no, is it broke off?" He went, no, he says it's just the retaining bolt's missing. Missing? How's it missing? He says it just ain't there. What, so it fell out? He went, no. He says, it's more than likely the brakes have been serviced, and whoever serviced it just forgot to put the pin back in. He says, don't worry about it, I've got a spare pin for you so we can put that in. I says, fucking brilliant. Is that going to affect the MOT? He went, nah, it'll be fine, it's alright. So once it's in, it's done, it's everything else. And so he did that for me. So I'm like, what the fuck? Unbelievable. Which then brings us to today. So, this morning, right, I gets up, well, I literally fucking drags myself up out of bed and brushing my teeth as you do, and the shower's on, and I jump in the shower to try and wake myself up, and I'll go downstairs and I'll put the kettle on. This is the type of routine that I do, you see, when I'm out there. Is like, I'll put the kettle on and I've shoved the computer on. See, my computer, I've got two screens, I'll say. I've got my PC monitor, which is a 24-inch, which is on the desk next to my 46-inch screen, right? Well, I use my TV as my monitor. That's right. I've done that for quite a while now, and I just find it rather lazy. You know what I mean? But hey, so I stick it on, and I've got YouTube on there, and I'm basically sitting there watching that and faffing, like, you know, as you do. And then I get myself sort of ready, and it's time to go, so then I shut it all off, and then I'm off in my car, and I'm back out my driveway. You know, I'm giving you a fucking step-by-step, you know, mental image here now, so pay attention. So then I back out, and I drive down my little cul-de-sac thing, turn left, over the first fucking road hump, over the second road hump, over the third road hump, over the fourth road hump, and then I hit the fifth one, and bang! What the? Now I'm only crawling over. I don't go fucking nuts. I ain't fucking doing a Evel Knievel over these fucking things, like, you know what I mean? I'm just nice and steady, because this car has probably never seen road humps in its entire life. Right? Because it's come from Colchester. There won't be having fucking road humps down there, mate, I guarantee you. Because, put it this way, where I was driving and what have you, not a fucking whisper of a road hump anywhere, even down the small streets and what have you. No. Oh no. On the upper fucking dossole of a place where they put road humps. Anywho, I'm like, what the fuck was that? And it reminded me of my Ford Explorer when the anti-roll bar, the drop link fucking bust. Bang, that went and all. What the fuck? So I immediately thought it was the anti-roll bar again. I'm like, God, again, how is that possible? Two different cars, the same problem. Oh no, this is even fucking worse, this is. My fucking strut spring snapped. Oh my life. Unbelievable. How the fuck does that happen? Oh man. So that reminds me, I'm going to have to give them a ring and find out how much it's going to cost me to buy a pair of them fuckers, because you can't do it one at a time. You have to do it fucking in pairs. So I've got to buy two of them and get them fitted. Crap. Yeah. I am at a loss. I just can't fucking believe my luck. But the guy himself said when he MOT'd it, he says that the actual car itself, underneath, he says it's lovely, it's beautiful, it's perfect, there's nothing wrong with it. And I was like, they checked all that shit, and he told like the spring itself was rotten. Yeah, I mean, it's still got the fucking plastic on it, for crying out loud, so it must have been the fact, like I say, because it's never seen a fucking road hump in its life, and me going up and down ours, because no matter where you go in Worley, it's fucking hump, 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 hump. That's all you ever fucking get. And of course, I've had it less than 12 months and bang, fucking spring strut gone. That's it. Typical. Just shows you how much damage these fucking road humps cause. They're fucking wank. Absolute wank. It drives me soft, it does. It fucking does. It's not fair. So, that's my next task. Oh, that is my next task. I'm off next week. Just in case you wonder where I disappeared to next week, I am off. And yeah, I'm first of all, Monday I've got to have this temporary filling replaced, because yeah, they couldn't quite do it then and there because of whatever reason. But she says that because I've dug all the old filling out, you'd pack it with that, and 10 days time you've got to come back and we'll put your white filling in there. That's nice. Yeah. Well, it's because the other stuff just sits there. I think I've told you before, but yeah. So then I've got the rest of the week off, and then on Friday early in the morning we're off down to Payton, because then Saturday Tattoo time! Yes, can't wait for that one. So hopefully I'll be able to get my car fixed within that sort of gap period time before we go down there. We just have to wait and see. But not good. It's not good at all, is it? It's not good at all. Now. So, because I got this wonderful headache, trying to read this stuff without my glasses on is making my head hurt. Cancel. What's he put here? Let's have a look. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to tell you as well, which is just looking at it, reminding me. Oh, hang on. What's happening? What's up?
On my paperwork, it's got delivery time, 4:20.
What, today?
Yeah.
In the afternoon?
Yeah. 16:19, it's got on the fucking paperwork.
Well, you'll be doing well for that one. Oh well, never mind. Crack on, sunshine.
I'm still having my fucking 45 minutes. Fucking
That ain't going anywhere, that ain't, dude. Save it. Yeah, we have some weird shit, don't we? Now, this is the whatever. Now joy from Parcel Go, so I have refunded your cash. Sorry again for the mix-up. Why have you refunded it, mate? Oh well. I'd ordered on eBay. It's an external enclosure for a hard drive, right? And the guy sent it, and it was supposed to have arrived on the 2nd of August, right? You've done a bit of a slip down there or something, because you look like you're pointing up in the air. He'd sent it, and it was supposed to have been delivered on the 2nd of August, I'd forgotten about it anyway, but because I normally just wait. When they turn up, you know what I mean? I don't really care how long it takes, to be fair. And so I'm looking at the date, and I'm looking at this thing here, and I'm thinking, well, wait, it ain't here yet. So I had a quick look at the old time it's supposed to be here. And like I say, it was the 2nd of August. And this was the 12th of August when I'm sitting there trying to figure out where the fuck it is. So I send him a message, and he said to me, he says, I have sent it. He says, blah, blah. Here's the proof from this company called, whatever the fuck he called it. Hang on, yes. What's going on here now? Oh, here you go. Parcel to Go, apparently, is used. A company called Parcel to Go. And he says, my mistake, he says, I sent it to 106, and as soon as he said that, like, you know, I'm like, oh well, that's fucked that then. Because 106 is the neighbours that, to be honest with you, I don't quite get along with, because they are a bunch of, well, yeah, pain in the fucking arse, to be fair. I will say this much though, of late, thankfully, they've been a lot quieter, which is grateful. I'm just wondering if they're on holiday or something, maybe, I don't know, but there hasn't been the rowdiness as that day when I fucking went off on one. So maybe they've calmed it down a bit so that it's a little bit more respectable. But when he said that he'd sent it to next door, and I just said, that's it. Well, oh well. This is what I read to it. Oh well. I won't be seeing that then. Because realistically, right, the parcel that would have been sent, even if it had the wrong address and it was sent to the wrong door, it will have my name across it, right? Because that's how it's, when you post things from eBay, the name's on there. And they know who I am. So if they're any kind of fucking decent people, they'd have just dropped it next door to me, right? Simple as that. They just give it to me. But they haven't. And that was 10 days. Well, it's fucking 12 now. Hang on, we're talking a second. Yeah, 12 days ago now. And they've not bothered to bring it round to me. And, I mean, as far as I know, it could have been lobbed over the fucking back garden. I haven't really checked, so that's a possibility. It could be in there, you know, I don't know. But, now, even with the dispute that we've had and the fact that they pissed me off, they didn't bring it round. So either one of two scenarios: either the guy from eBay is telling porkies, but then again, why would he say the door number next door? I don't know. So I'm going to take it the fact that he has, and it's just that they've got it and they haven't bothered to bring it round. They just can't be bothered. So, and I'm not going. I went round. I did go round just to knock on the door, but nobody answered. So I thought, fuck it. I don't really want to deal with them, to be fair. So I lost it. But he just said to me, he says, "Sorry for the confusion. I'll refund your money." So I'm not bothered. I'm happy. I was happy either way. I'll give him a what's the name anyway, a positive response feedback, because it was just a simple mistake at the end of the day. Maybe he clipped out to 6 instead of 4. I don't know, whatever. But shit happens. Doesn't matter. I'll just have to look around for another thing, because I do need another hard drive. I need one, and I want the external one so I can put all my phone stuff onto that. So then I can start juggling shit around and start doing a bit more organising with some of the things I've got, because some of the hard drives I have got, which should be for YouTube, they've also got other stuff on there as well, which because I didn't have any room, so I've had to put on there. And I like to keep my YouTube stuff separate, you see, but I run out of space, run out of USBs as well, which I've got an extra 5 now, which I've used 2 of them already. I've got there are two external hard drives I can actually take away because I don't really need them. It's the one's a backup hard drive. I don't need that fucker. That's completely irrelevant. I only use that just to see if my USB 3 PCI thingamajig would work. You know, I mean, that's the only reason why I use that. So I can always disconnect that one. But my other one, which is I think it's only a small one. It's a 60 gig 2.5 inch hard drive. That's all it is. And I've got a funny feeling it's one of the old ones out of PlayStation 3. I'm sure. Was it PlayStation 3? I'm sure it was, you know. Because I had an old PlayStation 3, and the original shape of the PlayStation. I have actually still got one. Me brother was going to chuck all of his PlayStations out. He got 1, 2, 3, and he was going to bin them. And I went, no, you're not, sunshine. Now, I had, I've never had a 1, right? So that was a dead cert. I was having that fucker. I had a 2, and mine was the platinum version number 2, because that was how long it took me to fucking save up to buy a fucker. And I had car booted it off at one point, and I'd got myself a PlayStation 3, which was the fucking nuts. I ain't kidding you, it was brilliant. I had the original one though, because the original PlayStation 3 was a 60 gig, but it had all the card reader stuff in there as well for your SDs, your fucking MMSs and all that kind of bollocks, like, you know what I mean? Whereas the 80 gig version, the next one after it, they'd done away with that. Plus as well, if I'm not mistaken, the earlier version of the PlayStation 3 was also a, what they call it? What's the word they use? Fuck. Oh man. They can play the older games, they can play PlayStation 2 games on it as well as the PlayStation 3. What do they call that? There's a fucking phrase they use, don't they? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember what it is now. Blame me, headache. So, because he was getting rid of them, and I went, well, if you don't want them, I will have them. I'll have them by all means. And the one day I was rooting up in the loft, and even though I'd car booted my platinum version, which is a silver PlayStation 2, I'd found the packaging, believe it or not. Well, he didn't have any packaging for the PlayStation 2, but he did have it for the 3, but I'd still got mine for my 3. So I got them all together, and I got all the bits and bobs, and I've repacked them into the packaging so that they're done, and that's it, dusted. The only one, obviously, because I didn't, was the PlayStation 1. I haven't got packaging for that, but what he had brought was, he'd bought remember the carry case that they brought out for the PlayStation 1? Well, he had that, and all the gubbins are inside that, so it's yeah, that'll do. But playing on the PlayStation 1, that was a challenge, because it was trying to get the damn thing to actually work on the television was one. I did in the end, like, I got there. I couldn't get it to go through my amplifier, right? Even trying to use the audio and the fucking, what you call it, yeah, it'll come to me. So I've got my head's fucking me about. Oh, what's it called? Video input even. Video in, the yellow one. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't pass through my amp to go to the TV, because it couldn't. I don't think the signal was strong enough for it to go into there, and then obviously to be converted into HDMI, so it wasn't having it. But fortunately, there is a SCART socket in the back, so I used those adapters and plugged it in the back of the TV, and up it came in its lovely fucking 4:3 ratio on the screen. Oh dear. But what makes me smile about it, though, is obviously for what we're used to now, it's 2018 for crying out loud, not 1996. But when you look at the quality of the graphics compared to now, when you've got the PlayStation 4 Pro and what that can fucking do, and the next gen coming up, which is the PlayStation 5, I mean, when that comes out, I mean, good grief. And if they do what they did with the, I think it was with the PlayStation 1, because the Xbox came out, and they chucked that all out, but PlayStation had waited. I don't know, was it the one they waited, or was it 2 that they waited? I can't remember now. Do you know what? It might have been 2. Because they brought out the PlayStation 1, and then Xbox came out, I think, after that. When PlayStation 2, I'm not 100% sure. I'm only guessing. I just think it might have been that way. But either way, as you know, the quality of graphics have just exploded, haven't they? From back then to now, it's like fucking hell, man, unreal. So when you're playing the old PlayStation 1 and how clunky it is, god damn me, unbelievable. It's like I even had I turned the PlayStation 2 on, and again, PlayStation 2, I mean, for some unknown reason, right, I used to play on the PlayStation 2 a load, and I used to do the Need for Speed games on there, I did. And there's no way that I remember the graphics being that bad. There's no way. I mean, back in the day, like, it was the fucking nuts, you know, don't get me wrong, like, but fucking hell, man. I might have a look, see if I can, because he's with the PlayStation 2, there was a bunch of games as well that I've got because of it, so I might have a look one of the days and have a bit of a retro day and play on that. Yeah, why not? So, well, I've got a bunch of them now. Games consoles is quite fun. Yeah. I think in hindsight, I wished that I kept my 3DO. I mean, I car booted that off as well, and I really do wish I never did. But the time was that, you know, when I had no option, and it wasn't using it, and yeah. But as a collectible, it's definitely it's not worth a great deal because of it didn't have all the packaging with it, because I bought it myself second hand. and back then it cost 124 quid second hand. Oh, I had to scrape and scrimp for that fucker. Good grief. But yeah, I'd like to have kept it because it was one of the first sort of entertainment centres. I think it was more aligned there because it could, not only would it play video CDs, it was, the games were also VCDs as well, not DVD. This was VCD, and so you could play those on it as well, like, you know, so you could have games and you could watch a film. But don't forget, back then when it was VCDs before the DVD, your films would come in either 2 or 3 discs. So once it got to the end of that, I think it'd be about the maximum on a CD was like 700 meg. You'd end up having to swap the discs over, like, and then, you know, part 2. Oh dear, that was nuts. That was absolutely. But the games were like, was really, really well done. They were. The games were brilliant. Because I mean, like the likes of what you've got now, when they first came out, I mean, you got Heavy Rain, right? That came out where it's an interactive game where you steer the story by making the decisions. Then you had Beyond Two Souls, that came out. Then you had the downloadable ones, which was the Walking Dead series, or Life is Strange, or Strange, yeah, Life is Strange. I think Life is Strange. I'm still waiting for the next one. I don't think that's coming out till next year, I think. But anyway, so that was kind of interactive, where you've got to, you know, try and make your way through the story. I think the other one's called something Dawn. What was it called now? I've got that one by something Dawn. I can't think it's called now. You had to let me know. But yeah, so these games that was made for the 3DO with this VCD system, they were live actors. These were. It was a proper live action game, like, so in the same principle that you would have to make the decisions and try and steer the storyline to the actual end. I mean, don't get me wrong, you have a start, you have multiple decisions, and then it ends in certain stages. I could never get to the full end of that game. Never could. I tried and I tried and I tried and just couldn't do it. Kept on failing. I come to the conclusion that the fucking disc must have been broke, because it just wasn't having any of it for me. But yeah, and I've never seen anything like that since that. There's only ever been the you got your, obviously your graphics animations and what have you for your interaction, but never any live actors and actresses doing all the stuff, and then you're making decisions and changing the story. I've never seen any of that since that. I wonder if they ever bring anything out like that again. Probably not. I don't know. But other than that, though, yeah, awesome, innit? I've still got my watch on, which was soaking wet this morning after doing the handball, the fucking self tip at Lidl. Fucking hell, it's horrible in there. I mean, I don't mind doing the job, that's fine, but you just can't fucking breathe. You just can't breathe. Fucking, it's so dry and hot. It's insane. It really is. I spent 10 minutes in the fucking toilets wiping myself off in bog roll. I used a reel of bog roll. But yeah, fucking unbelievable. I just wish they'd open a couple of doors, just couple of bays, just open the doors up, stick a couple of those plastic barriers in just to let some breeze through, so we can have a bit of a blow through and have a bit of breather. No, can't do that. You've got to sweat your nuts off and end up sitting in sweaty fucking wet clothes for the next half a day. Still hurting, you know. It's this light. this light does my head in. It makes my eyes ache. And the best of it is it's overcast. I was talking to the shunters at Tesco's, and I said to him, the reason why mainly is because of the few years I did when I was welding. Because I used to be a welder originally. Welder, production line welder, welder fabricator. Yeah, when I first started doing that sort of shit, like I was at this one company, I think it was in, let me think, was it in Norton Keynes? It might have been Norton Keynes, but I'm not 100% sure now. It was a while ago. And it was the company itself, right? I mean, talk about fucking cheapskates, they really are. When you're a welder, depending on what you're going to be welding or what kind of welding thing you're going to be using, so you can do brazing, right, which is brass, pipe work, whatever, which is a gas flame and your brazing rod, a bunch of flux, and away you go. Normally for likes of pipe work and stuff like that, normally, but, or you can have it for whatever you want to do with it, like, you know what I mean. But it's not really it's not super strong stuff, but it'll do the job for certain small stuff. And then you've got manual metal arc, MMA, which is the one where you got the bigger long electrode, that stick, and you can that one. I used to do that at a college called Lloyd British in Bridgetown. I used to like that, actually, the old arc welding. I used to like doing that stuff. The challenge was to try and get the slag to peel off. You know, big long arc, you know, as you're doing them. There's a knack on that one, and it makes you that, because when you're going tap, 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 and it's not honestly, no. Strike, twist, away you go. And so that was the fun bit for me. But it all depends on what you're welding with that sort of stuff, which is all right if it's much more robust, I find. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can do some really good welds with some thinner steel and stuff with arc, but I always find for durability, I would say, when it comes to welding, which is an easier way, and you can control that with anything you want, is MIG welding. And that's the one where you've got your torch in your hand, the wire spouts out the fucking end, it's got a gas shield over it with your old shroud over it. And that's what I used to do at this company when I was younger. And I'd use a handheld mask. Got me torch in my hand and I'd done that for a bit, and I noticed that my eyes were starting to get sore, and not really knowing a great deal of the fucking whatchamacallit, the different values of lens that you would use to protect your eyes, until I actually like you do, you find these things out. Back then it was a little bit of asking this and asking that and doing that and finding out who knew. I was using the equivalent to actual brazing glass. It was EW fucking 8, which is no good whatsoever for any kind of arc welding, whether it be MMA or MIG. Makes a difference, or fucking TIG, your eyes would just melt the back of your head. But I think because I'd done that and then suffered for 3 fucking days with arc eye, right? I mean, my eyes just shriveled up. It's like I got sand chucked in my face. And I ended up having 3 days off. And then when I got back, because I have to find out information about different lens density, I told them that they had to order the correct ones, because these are wrong, and obviously with the eye injury I ended up with is just fucking, this is not good, this is fucking stupid. Put it this way, I'm looking at my phone now. My eyesight was that bad that black phone there was just a blurry blob until eventually, like, they healed up and yeah. But fuck, it was terrible. So they got the right ones, and I says, well, we need 10s and 11s is what we need for what we do. 10s and 11s, and they got them. As the years progressed, I changed my job from welding gas fires to car parts. I mean, my welding mask changed, and when I was doing my fabricating, I managed to get myself a speed shield. Oh yes. Speed shields are awesome because you can choose whatever fucking density you want on that, so it don't make a difference. Yes. Click it onto 8 if you want to do some gas burning. Click it onto 10 if you want to do a bit of MIG welding, and shove it onto fucking, well, I used to put it on 13 hard if I want to do a little bit of TIG that I did, but that was like more like me practicing and playing about. But mine was mainly MIG welding anyway. I love that shit. It's easy peasy. Oh yeah, what time is it now? I think she's taking the piss, this, isn't it? Oh, how much time have I had here? Let's have a look. Oh. I'm waffling on about crap because it's distracting me from my headache. These old tacos are crap, and you're trying to find out how much time you're going to wait for 2 minutes for it to fucking pop up on the screen because it's that shit and antiquated. Fucking load of wank. Fucking insane. All I can say is this, because it's taking so fucking long, I hope they don't give me another one after this, because I'm going to be fucking doing 13 fucking hours and get shuffed. It's not fair. Come on, you bloody thing. It's useless. Absolutely useless. Oh, that building is so bright because the light shine on it. Fucking that's making my eyes ache. It still hasn't come up yet. I bet I've had 45 minutes. I've got to have done. Easy on. Ha! I've been sat here for an hour. Right then, I better go over there and find out what the fuck is going on. Right then, I'm going to go. I've bent your ear well enough, and I will speak to you a lot, yeah, whenever. Have a good day. Ta-ra and all that. Bye. Time to go. Fuck it.